Hello trainers, we are back this week with Charmeleon, the evolution of Charmander. I am again outside in a London rooftop, so do mind the city sounds. It's not the sunny day that we hoped it would be, but there is enough light and we want to make sure that we have a new video for you this week. So before I begin, if you do like this content, please drop a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when new videos are released. I do release these every week, so I do appreciate the support. It does help. So without further ado, I will go ahead and begin. We are again taking a look at Charmeleon, and from the initial take, you can see that there are quite a bit of differences here. The skin covering most of its body is a bit of a darker orange, and you can see that the cream colored, sand colored tummy is still there. It does follow under the tail all the way to the back. We also have this horn coming out of the back of its skull, which is covered in the skin as well. So the shape of the skull has changed quite a bit. It is a more mature, more grown-up Charmander. We also have these two fangs that are coming out from the top of its jaw and two fangs coming out from the bottom of its jaw. Let's just get a quick round. And as you can also see, this Pokemon is a bipedal Pokemon. It has three very sharp claws coming out of both of its feet, and on its arms you can also see that it has thin arms that grow larger towards the hand, and three very sharp claws coming out of the hands as well. So if we're taking a look closer, you can kind of see that the face just kind of looks like he's annoyed at the world. You can see the flared nostrils on this Pokemon, and the eyes furrowed a bit with the eyebrows helping that. So you can see a bit more shape in his skull. You see the eyebrow ridges and cheekbones. You also have its mouth going from ear to ear as well, with it has a bit of a cocky grin on it, actually. You can also see its eyes are light and dark blue. You have the pupil, and outside of the pupil, you can see clear white. You couldn't really see that with Charmander. His pupils really covered most of its eye. If we take a look at the back, you also have this stronger tail coming out at the end of Charmeleon with this stronger, more potent looking flame, and it's constantly wagging. What else can we say about Charmeleon? I think that might cover this form. This is actually a male Charmeleon, and there are no differences between male and female that are visible, but as we look at each form, I will change between male and female. That way we can just have a bit of representation. But for now, trainers, I think this covers the Charmeleon normal form, and we will go into the shiny form now. Trainers, we are now taking a look at the shiny form of Charmeleon. As you can see, most of its body is covered in this new golden skin. The tummy is still the same creamy sand color that we saw in the normal form of Charmeleon, but I just love this color that it takes on. It looks beautiful, and I don't think that the eyes are much changed at all. They might look a little bit cloudy, but I think that might just be the same. Let's just get a quick growl from this shiny Charmeleon and get a look all around. There are no other differences on this shiny Pokemon, but I am working on a video for more background on shiny Pokemon, it should be released in the next couple of weeks. But for now, let's just leave this Charmeleon to be, and I will come back again with the shadow form of this Pokemon. This is, by the way, a female Charmeleon. Okay, trainers, I did go further back on this shadow Charmeleon so that you can get a good view of the purple cloud that surrounds it, the ominous purple cloud. You can see that with this shadow Charmeleon, which is a male, you have the purple cloud and the red eyes that are the main differences with this shadow Pokemon. We will cover a bit of Charmeleon's temper and my thoughts on why I think that a shadow Charmeleon would be quite a dangerous Pokemon to keep. So you might want to purify your shadow Charmeleon if you do get a chance to rescue one from Team Go Rocket. So just taking a quick look, actually, before I go in, let's get a quick growl from this Charmeleon. Let's get another one just while we're close up. And just going all around, you can see that the purple cloud is covering most of its body and its flame towards the back. And the eyes are not quite red, but they are a very dark orange, getting to red. You have the white pupil, which is the brightest red, and then the eye, which makes the darker shadows of the red. But he looks quite scary. I would not want to make him mad. I guess scary wouldn't be the word, but it is a Pokemon to be wary of and not to make mad. So if you're thinking of Charmeleon and its volatile emotions, then you might want to be careful around Shadow Charmeleon. But for now, we'll leave this Charmeleon alone and go into taking a look at the purified version of this Pokemon. We are now taking a look at the purified form of Charmeleon. This is a female Charmeleon, and you can see that the white cloud surrounds most of its body. I don't see it very much above its head, but you can see the white with the glinting gold bits here and there. The main difference is the white cloud on this Charmeleon, which has been purified and rescued from its shadow form. And just taking a quick look all around, you can see that cloud permeates all around its body. But that is the main difference with purified Charmeleon. It should be within the next week or the next couple of days that I can release the shadow Pokemon and purified Pokemon background information on where these Pokemon come from, how they were created, and some of the steps that you can take as a trainer in order to help these Pokemon. But for now, thank you for sticking around. And now we will go into a deeper, more detailed background on Charmeleon. But before we do, let's get a quick growl. And just from a different angle. All right. Okay, trainers, stick around. The official Pokédex entry for Charmeleon reads as follows. Charmeleon mercilessly destroys its foes using its razor-sharp claws. If it encounters a strong foe, it turns aggressive, attacks, and won't stop until the enemy is defeated. Tough fights excite this Pokemon. In this excited state, the flame at the tip of its tail flares with a bluish-white color. Charmeleon has a very hot-headed and barbaric nature. If agitated during battle, it spouts intense flames, incinerating its surroundings. When it swings and lashes its burning tail, it elevates the air temperature to unbearably high levels. In the Rocky Mountains, where Charmeleon live, their fiery tails shine at night like stars. Okay, trainers, we will now go deeper into Charmeleon's background. There are no visible differences between male and female Charmeleon. Standing at approximately 3 feet and 7 inches, it is about twice the size of Charmander. This Pokemon originates from the Kanto region and can be found in hot, rocky, mountainous areas. In Pokemon Go, they do spawn in the wild rarely, but don't nest. You might have a higher chance at finding a Charmeleon in sunny weather, so always pay attention, trainers. Charmeleon is a carnivore and are a bit more expensive to raise as compared to an Ivysaur who gets most of its nutrition from the sun. Charmeleon need to stay well fed due to the need to keep the fire at the tip of their tails fueled. Charmeleon seems to be governed by its emotions and are easily irritable when not well trained. Given its powerful fire attacks and razor-sharp claws, frustrated lashings out can be extremely dangerous for trainers and their surroundings. When poorly trained, they can also be significant fire hazards, so make sure you take appropriate steps to stay safe and keep your surroundings safe. While they do cooperate and assist each other in hunts, at this stage they are instinctively solitary Pokemon. Do take caution as Charmeleon may lash out physically at others, including their trainers, while having mood swings. It is best to give them some space when this happens, and they will calm down in time. Charmeleon has been known to evolve out of pure frustration at not being able to challenge an opponent who mocks him. Also, Charmeleon may evolve after falling into lava, but science has not been able to confirm why this happens. Charmeleon has also been known to evolve during intense battles, especially when enveloped by strong fire attacks. So there might be a correlation between lava and being under intense heat in order to achieve evolution into Charizard. The name Charmeleon is a portmanteau of the word char, which means to burn, and Charmeleon, which is a small, slow-moving, old-world lizard with 202 species described as of June 2015. Its Japanese name is Lizardo, which is the transliteration of the English word lizard. My initial thoughts on Charmeleon were that he is quite rude. This Pokemon really takes on that moody teenager role, and for the most part keeps that role throughout this evolution. The mood swings it exhibits can be quite volatile, so as a trainer, you need to establish your alpha role. It seems to me like Charmeleon will not respect you otherwise, and it will do whatever it wants and disobey. I guess with fire Pokemon, for the most part, you would want to keep them in their Pokeball for fire safety reasons. Especially for Charmeleon, who is so hot-headed and aggressive in an excited state. Once you gain Charmeleon's respect and prove yourself as an even match, this Pokemon seems to provide you with unyielding fierce loyalty that is quite sweet. Charmeleon with their razor-sharp claws and hot flame can be a very helpful Pokemon when it wants to be, but don't expect them to ever be clear of throwing a tantrum when it does not get what it wants. Overall, I like and respect Charmeleon because they can be an even match for trainers along their journeys and be good partners. Let's also not forget to mention that beautiful golden shiny form, but the shadow form does give me pause. If Charmeleon are already so volatile, I can't imagine keeping a shadow form around without purifying them. The shadow form seems like it would be a dangerous and merciless Pokemon. Okay, trainers, if I missed anything or if you have any thoughts on Charmeleon, please add them in the comment section below. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when a new video is up. I try to release one every week. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The handle is @LondonInstinct for updates, posts, and stories. I have been featuring art submissions from trainers around the world, so feel free to submit yours too. See you next week, trainers. Bye.